Welcome to Flashpoint Friday, a weekly series where I select one game at random from Flashpoint's archives and give it a try. And maybe, just maybe, the game might actually be good. Hello everyone, welcome back to Flashpoint Friday, and that's a familiar looking logo, top 10 new games, and that's a familiar language selection. And here we are. So yes, with Easter around the corner, it's time to play an Easter-themed game for the series. I wish I had better news for such a normally happy holiday, but alas, it appears we are playing an escape game. So I'm just going to rip the proverbial bandage off and jump straight in it. Hit play. 890 First Find the Greeting Card is another point-and-click escape game developed by Top 10 New Games. Assume that you have trapped in the Find the Greeting Card, and you try to find the greeting card by using objects, keys, hints, and by solving puzzles. Can you escape? We hope you will escape from there. Good luck and have fun. Alright, I promise I'm going to keep this brief, because we know what we're in for, let's be honest, if you've been watching this series in any capacity for a long time. We had a good run, folks, but the escape game had to crop up at some point, I suppose. And there are a lot of these for Easter games. I gotta say, though, this does not look Easter-themed, like, in the slightest. Sure, we picked up an egg here, and it looks like there's a corresponding egg-shaped puzzle here, yes, but this is like an old west town. Like, what does this have to do with Easter? Like, seriously? Well, at least they were merciful enough to give us a little hint. And is that a Christmas ornament? Again, what does this have to do with Easter? But at least it shows what the clickable objects are, so you're not guessing what is and isn't an interactable object. But, and that's weird, that there's the movement to the next screen is in the middle. Normally, even these escape games have the decent sense to put them, like, on the edges of the screen or something, but nope, not here. Oh, goodness gracious. Music's not that good either, if I'm being perfectly honest. Like, what is this? What does this possibly have to do with Easter? My goodness. Goodness gracious me. Right, I clicked on that. Right, there's this. Okay. And looks like this is the last screen. Picking up things, and you use them to solve puzzles. You know the drill. Really? Doesn't go there? Oh well. Not that I'm particularly invested. I take that? Yep. Alright, well, I'm nearing the 2.5 minute mark, and I think I'm already done. So I'm not going to drag this out any longer than it needs to. So, yep, I'm going to just go ahead and call it here, and I'll meet you guys back at the main menu, I suppose, and give you my thoughts. So that's Find the Easter Greeting Card, and let's cut right to the chase. Would I recommend this? No. And on a related note, I'm often asked either in the comments or by people who know of my YouTube hobby, they ask me, Nostril, why do you subject yourself to these god-awful escape games when you know that they're gonna be bad 99% of the time? Why don't you just skip them? Well, first off, I have been skipping quite a few of them behind the scenes. I have been slowly but surely culling a whole bunch of escape and some other genres that show up too often games from the list of potential Flash and web games to be covered. But I guess also, too, sometimes I just have a morbid fascination to try out these games. And also, too, there was only one, but one escape game back in the first year, back on Halloween, that actually turned out to be good. So I guess hope springs eternal. But yeah, also morbid curiosity sometimes. I saw a screenshot for this on Flashpoint and I thought, oh, this looks so bad. Let's see if it's as bad as I think it is. And it did not disappoint. And I like to think that trashing on a particularly bad game can be entertaining for the viewers. So, in any case, thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Flashpoint Friday. Have a happy Easter and take care, everyone.